What is up, guys? How we doing? How about that race tonight, man? AZ Turbo Mini, what's happening? Patrick Farrell, how are you? Drop Bear, what's happening? Let's see who else we got. Moto Money. Let's see. Drop Bear, you like that Triple Crown format? I definitely enjoy. It's fun to see that many races in one night. I was super disappointed with Jet. I'm really hoping it's not what I think it is because I happen to know a lot about knee injuries. I've had plenty. I've torn ACLs. I have a fake knee in my left knee. And I know a lot of you guys have also had a lot of knee injuries. And you can never know until you get, the MRI and really find out for sure. But it's scary when you say hyperextension because when you hyperextend it, that one ligament that we worry about, that's the ACL. So let's see. Evan, what is up? Evan, I don't know how to say that. Roar? Josh 22. Yo, Cooksey, I like the 4 eyes. Yeah, you know what, guys? I gotta say, since I'm doing the giveaway, I had to be able to read your guys' questions. And I can't help it. My eyes are getting bad. So maybe it's too much editing, staring at the computer. I don't know. Nevin, love the glasses. Thank you. Thank you. Tomac, man, so many guys. I'll tell you what, that track, that was fast and gnarly. And how big was that triple before the finish? Woo, that was nasty. Brian S. Cole Davies looks smooth as silk. Man, I was bummed for that kid. I really, really thought, but I did get a bad feeling when they interviewed his pops right before it. And I was like, man, don't jinx the guy. And I mean, it really looked like he was in for it. He was going to do it. So Davies he's a legit kid. And I thought he might win one, but to win two, I was like, holy crap, he's going to win this whole thing. Deegs did not look comfortable. I mean, that Arizona dirt, it's a different animal. But yeah, and Julian Bomer, he is going to be mad at him. He's going to be very disappointed. Like he had two where he was leading and threw it away. Did Deegan getting humbled? No, come on. Deegan's never going to get humbled. I mean, he made up points on the guy that he really needed to. He's not worried. How about Jordan Smith, though, on the Triumph? Loved it. Yeah, Deegan definitely looked uncomfortable. This was not his type of a track. I do think with his outdoor type of a riding style, I think the West Coast tracks are harder on him than the East Coast. So I think when they get to looser dirt, or when they have softer dirt, I think you're going to see Deegan do a lot better. Ricky is happy. Yeah, Ricky. Remember when I talked about, gosh, this guy, he's got like 5 things that he just repeats. He never actually says anything. Yeah, Jordan absolutely deserved that. Man, how do you not like that guy? He's so nice on the podium and he's just humble. He's just a fun dude to watch. Let's see. Not a single 450 rider said anything about Jet getting hurt. They don't like him. They probably don't. But I don't know that they understood what happened, and I don't think they cared. They're worried about themselves. I mean, it's a sport where you focus on yourself. By the way, guys, if you didn't know, Arena Cross is also on tonight, and they just ran the qualifiers. The mains are on in a minute, so I won't be too long on this show because I want to get back and watch my boys, Freezy, Brees, and those guys. Yeah, Larry, seconding, bringing back Daniel Blair. Man, it is, yeah. Let's see. AZ Turbo Mini. Ricky's dad hates to listen to him announcing. Yes, yes. It's funny. And I was watching with my girlfriend and I asked her what she thinks of Ricky because she's very, level-headed when it comes to Ricky, and she tries not to pick on anyone ever. And she's like, well, maybe he just can't talk well. I'm like, well, he's the announcer. He's the announcer. That's his job. She's like, well, he's doing good because he has the job. I'm like, no, he has the job because of what he did racing, not what he does talking. But Micah, thank you for telling everyone to hit the like button. I appreciate it, guys. Hey, I don't know if you guys saw earlier today, I did what I think is what I did today with the interview with Lucas Myrtle is what I'm most proud of in any sort of a media thing. I took a guy who everyone has destroyed and I let him tell his story. So I really hope you guys can check that out and see where, where Lucas is coming from. Yeah, let's see. Drinking game. Every time Ricky says slippery or brutal, yeah, all he could repeat tonight was this track is so hard, but it's like he's got a tick. Tell me if you guys have noticed this. When he says something, he says it twice. Why does he always do that? And every time that Weege says something, he repeats it. It's like a little, like almost like a 2-year-old. It's almost like he has a learning disability when it comes to that. And I don't want to pick on anyone with a learning disability. I also don't want them to be the voice of our sport. So let's see. We are going to give away the Alias gear tonight, guys. We are going to, jeez. Murray Wiles, Lucas Myrtle owes me money. You're a dick. That's funny, but you're a jerk. That is actually that made me laugh. Okay, let me run down these results real quick. We'll talk a little bit about these guys. Man, is it me or did Sexton did he scare you guys out there? He is just fearless. Fearless. I mean, this dude sends it, scrubs it, over jumps it. I'm worried for his safety, but he always seems to handle it. And how about Cooper Webb shutting everybody up? And hey, Hockey Dad, he did. Hockey Dad Webb called out Ricky for being the wild card. That is brilliant. That was perfect. And Ricky's such a he's like, whatever. Oh, I was just trying to be funny. Ricky, just go with it, man. It's okay to pick. There's at least 8 good riders. And with his past results, that's not insulting to say he was 8th place. McGrath should absolutely be commentating. He's pretty good. I'm good with anyone who will absolutely just give their opinion. They don't have to be the best speaker. They don't have to say it good. All they have to do is tell me, like, when a guy crashes, say, oh, yeah, he tucked the front and went down. I was laughing because when he was describing launch control, I don't know where he went with that. He's talking about all sorts of crazy stuff. And I asked my girlfriend, did you understand any of that? I said, his job is to make it understandable for people that don't know. So what I said, how about he just says it's a control on the bike that gives you more power during the start, and you get specifically it controls the power and traction down the starting line. That's it. That's all you got to do. It's good for just the start, nothing else. You can see the progression. I'm sorry, the biggest thing that bothers me is when he says, remember we talked about, like he has to reference everything. Has he got a bibliography that he's going to refer to? Is he getting checked on this stuff later? If he quotes something that somebody said earlier, is he in trouble? I don't know. But anyway, hey, how about Cooper Webb? Hey, Ken Roxon. I knew he was going to be good. He's always good at Glendale. The old guy is just flat flying. I had to look twice because I really thought when he's out, I thought Tomac was going to be on the podium, but I'm glad Tomac at least got that final moto win. Good for him. Jet's brother looked pretty good. He ended up 5th. El Hombre was there early, and I don't remember what happened to him later on. And how about Justin Hill? This guy is awesome. The Hill brothers are 2 of the best people for this sport. He's so talented and he's focused. And yeah, Malcolm had some great starts. Man, see, that's the thing about the Triple Crown racing. There's so much action throughout the night. It's hard to even remember it all. So let's move over to the 250s here. Like I said, I'm going to keep this one pretty short because I want to watch Arena Cross. I don't know if you guys saw last night, Vince Freezy on the last lap. Brees was about to pass him. If you want to see it, it's on my Instagram. And you guys know I'm a big Vince Freezy defender, and I will always defend him when he rides aggressive. I did not like what he did to Brees. He almost cross-jumped him off the track. I thought it was over the line, and I was really bummed about that. Like, that was not cool to do that to your teammate. So anyway, I want to see what happens tonight in Arena Cross in Reno. And I will be at Prescott, Arizona next weekend watching that race. I'll be there live, be there both nights. Got my boy Dennis. Get this, guys. Dennis is coming to get me on a private little plane. I've never flown on a little plane. And he said, yeah, I'll get you. We'll fly to Arizona. I'm like, my answer is always yes. So Jordan Smith getting the first victory. And despite Ricky calling it their first professional victory, it was their first Supercross victory. They have won in other forms of motorcycle racing and in professional racing. It's not the first professional victory, the first Supercross victory. Justin Bradley, thank you. I was very proud of that interview, and I wanted to make sure that Lucas got his story told because he's getting ambushed out there and nobody's standing up for him, and it's very suspicious. How about Deeks, man? I don't know what was going on with Deeks tonight. He did not look comfortable. But here's what champions do on the nights like this when they're super uncomfortable and they're struggling. They still manage to gain points on the guys that they need to. I know Juju made some mistakes, but yeah, he still got in there. And he gained points. And his teammate Cole Davies, man, he wanted this. So he looked so good in those first two. I thought for sure he was going to win this thing. I really wanted that kid. He seems like a very likable kid. I met him at the Futures way back when Deegan and Beaumer were also racing the Futures. He was pitted out of a truck. His dad, him, and Ben Townley, and he had a Yamaha, and they were literally out of the back of a pickup truck. And it was, yeah. Jason Cleggs, the interview you had today almost made me want to cry. I really dislike the Lawrences now. So I kind of have to, yes, I almost wanted to cry too. Like, that's why I've been the way I have. And people are like, why are you defending this guy? He stole. Like, honestly, because I've been talking to him and that's the guy I've been dealing with. That is the human being they destroyed. So yeah, it pisses me off. And I don't like that people do that to someone else. Like, if you want him not to be your manager, that's fine. But the way he was ambushed, absolutely disgusting. So anyway, back to Cole Davies. Yeah, I met him and his dad and Ben Townley, and I said, man, he looks pretty good out there. And Ben Townley, stone cold, looks at me and goes, he's going to get the whole shot tonight. And he did. I was like, okay. Dino Lupi, Lucas Myrtle is a great man. He's a legit, like, he's a good dude. He really is. He is not perfect, and he'll tell you he's not perfect, but you got to respect somebody that owns their mistakes. And it takes a real scumbag to betray you and kick you when you're at your most vulnerable, which he was throughout his awful divorce. We've all had our I went through a divorce, one of the worst things I've ever been through. And it's tough. Your whole life is rocked. You need people to have your back, not destroy you, not use that to just flatten you. So anyway, Michael Mosman. Hey, that was the first time I've seen Michael Mosman back. Like, this is the Michael Mosman. Maybe are we going to see the guy that used to battle and win and really be a contender? Possibly. Drop Bear. Agents are parasites. See, now that right there, well, I got to address this, guys. What you said there, Drop Bear, is a reputation. You could say all used car salesmen are scumbags. That's not true. Yes, there are a lot of them. Absolutely. There's a lot of agents that are scumbags and they do all these horrible things. Have you ever seen any of them get destroyed by the moto media? No, not one. It's a systematic thing. Lucas Myrtle has definitely made some enemies because he fights extremely hard for his clients. He fights hard to get these riders what they can and and it does rub people the wrong way. But I don't know. He's a good dude, and just because his profession has a lot of scumbags doesn't make him a scumbag. I promise you, this is a guy who was close to the top, where he's the type of guy that could have looked at this TV contract and made them give, a piece to the riders, and he would have. And I know he would have. So we'll see where this goes. But yeah. Yeah, James, they reported that Jet hyperextended his knee. What scares me with a hyperextension is when you hyperextend it, you don't tear the MCL, you tear the ACL. That is scary. And to hear, have a sharp pain or a pop and see his reaction, that absolutely was scary. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do now, thank you, members, DS11, Zack Attack, and all you guys. If you guys want to be, I'm going to do drawings every single month. I'm going to give you guys stuff. By the way, if anyone wants Nano Extreme, email me, chriscookseymedia@gmail.com. Just email me your address, not a paragraph, just an address that I can copy and paste, and I will send you a sample. This stuff's that good, and yeah, test it. So Oh, looks like Lars is on TV. I don't know what he's saying about the knee injury, but they're probably going to let us know here real soon what they know, which I'm sure they don't know much. Um, Hyperextended 2 to 4 weeks minimum. Yeah. Well, that's the thing with the hyperextension. If it's a bruise and he didn't tear that ACL, he'll probably be okay. If it popped and he tore the ACL, we're looking at a whole, probably won't see him the rest of the year. And it's going to make for, I know a lot of the stuff that I gave my word I wouldn't talk about the personal stuff that I know with the Lawrences. If he's out this entire year, that whole thing they had going on is going to look a lot different when they come back. So now let's see here. We are going to give away Alias gear. You guys know Alias is back. This stuff looks badass. Eric Grondal is pretty much the head man at Alias, still a racer, a bad dude, man. He can still flat fly. They are giving away pant, jersey, glove. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have my lovely assistant who doesn't want to come on camera. She's got all those. She's going to spin it, pick a random one. And when you have the winner of the Alias gear, pant, jersey, glove, let me know. Come on over here. What do we got here? Here's our Alias gear winner. And after that, I'll draw for a couple of the bigger bottles of Nano Extreme. Okay, yeah, I got it. What is it? Let me tell me who I got. Oh, you randomly picked one. Cody Clark. You've been a member for a month. You got really lucky. You got it in the first month. Congratulations, Cody Clark. You are our winner. Nice, dude. You get your Alias gear. So what you need to do, Cody, is email me, chriscookseymedia@gmail.com. Get me your information, get me your sizes, and I will get you in contact with Alias gear, and we are going to get you that out. Now, the 3-ounce bottle of Nano Extreme. Lovely assistant, spin us. Let's see what we've got here. See who our next member winner is. Okay. Steve Gabbert. I know Steve, and I promise I didn't rig this. This is an old buddy of mine. He worked at a shop when I was a rep. Steve Gabbert. You got my info. Email me, Chris Cooksey Media. I'm going to hook you up some Nano Extreme. And let's just give another bottle of Nano Extreme. This isn't the sample bottle. We're giving you a real bottle. So we got Steve Gabbert. You win, my man. And I know your lovely wife, Lisa, will appreciate it too. All right. Michael Masters. You also get a bottle of Nano Extreme. Thank you, members. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys all know there's there's the Moto Mafia Cool Club with Racer X and Vital, and I'm not a part of it, and they won't let me be a part of it. So, yeah. Anyway, next month, guys, I am giving away more Nano Extreme, the big bottles, not just the samples. If anyone wants a sample, email me your address. Next month, Motobilia, the memorabilia company from motocross stuff, they have a classic jersey from Eli Tomac. I believe it's his Geico days, and don't quote me exactly. It's either, we have to make sure we can find it, but you will be given a Eli Tomac jersey from Motobilia next month. I'm also going to give, let's see, no one's mentioned how Mosman has been riding. I did, man. AZ Turbo. I absolutely did. Yeah, Kicker Clash. I love the Kicker Clash, but the electric bikes don't seem to work as well. Can we send speak lessons to RC? See, now, Tyler, while I laugh at those and I do make fun of him way more than I should, it's not that I want to make fun of him for not speaking. It's that the people in charge keep running a guy out there that doesn't know how to speak to be the voice of the sport. So, yeah, no worries, AZ Turbo, JR. Okay, guys, so I'm going to go hooked on phonics. You guys are mean. You guys are mean. I didn't say that. You guys did. Anyway, guys, I can't wait. You remember when I said, I'm just kidding. I'm just being Ricky. All right, guys. So we got the Tomac jersey, classic Tomac jersey, some bottles of Nano. Thank you, members. I appreciate you guys so much. It makes it all worthwhile. And also, I do have exclusive content occasionally for you guys. When I have something that I can't share You guys will get that. Nobody else will. That's between us. So I do have some members, I have some benefits for the members, and I'm working on ways to get more for you guys because I appreciate you guys so much. So if I never win anything, if I bet 10 lines of lottery, I only get one number. Oh, so yeah, sorry. Pat D. Pat D. You know what? Since you never win anything, I'm going to give you a bottle of Nano. Please send me your address and reference this. That comment made me laugh, and I don't want you to not win anything. So you just won a bottle of 3-ounce Nano. So thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys. There was something else I was going to say, but I can't remember. Sorry, I'm going live. Anyway, guys, you guys are the best. Please check out that Lucas Myrtle video. He's got some points, man, and it's interesting to see the way that they ambushed him and the way that the information. And I'm telling you, it is a setup when you get Steve Mathis, who's at the WPS sales meeting, and I've been to those sales meetings before. You have constantly people talking to you. He wasn't scouring the internet. Somebody gave it to him. And how did somebody give it to him before it got to Myrtle? He's getting set up. This is a public lambasting for whatever the reason. And yeah, just because you use funds in the way that your boss tells you to, while it's not ideal, he was going through a bad situation. The fact that they called him a family member, he spent Christmas with them, and this is what they're going to destroy his life over? Crazy. So thank you, guys. I'll be back with a 450 full wrap-up tomorrow. Oh, Justin Bradley. Yeah, he's got a defamation lawsuit on his hands at this point. Not cool. And that friend of his is suspect too. Yeah, 100%. That friend was, you guys saw him standing behind Jet walking out of the medical unit. Not good. Not good if what Lucas is saying is accurate. That is not a good look for Mr. Jacob Hayes. So thank you, guys. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to go watch Arena Cross. Yes.
Ryan's in first and Vince is in second.
Is that the kicker clash?
It said, I mean, I just saw the thing that they were on the same one. Yeah, Ryan. That wasn't a heat race, right?
It was the kicker clash.
Which is what? Like the race before the race?
Well, that's they just do a money race right before.
Oh, well, Ryan won that.
Nice. Oh, I didn't end this thing. We're still live.